Hello! You may be wondering why I'm showing you a washer. Well, yes, it's a washer. So I was playing one of my records yesterday, actually. I was playing one of my records, and it's warped to a degree that does not affect the sound itself, but when the warped part of the record gets to the side where the arm is, the record drops, and so it creates like a little knocking sound whenever it gets to that part. So what I was doing, I got some quarters and I put them around the middle of that record, which worked fine. I was kind of laughing at myself, and I think my wife was laughing at me too, but it worked. You know, obviously it's still warped. I mean, it doesn't fix the warp, but it held the record down just enough to prevent it from doing that drastic drop and making that knocking sound. So I was like, yes, that's cool. Because, you know, it's always disappointing when we put a record on and then we realize it's warped. Because sometimes when you're holding a record, it's hard to tell if it's warped. I mean, you could hold it at eye level and, you know, it's really hard to gauge it. But once you put it on that turntable and it starts spinning, you're like, ah. Yeah, so I was on a mission today. I figured if I can get a big washer, or several big washers, that would fit around the I had the name that fit around the thing that goes through the middle of the records. Words escape me sometimes. Anyway, so basically, if I could find a washer that was big, not too big that it was going to be like on the record itself, but just somewhere on the label, fitting over the spindle, that's it. Fitting over the spindle, I thought that could work, and it would probably work better than quarters, because I mean I could stack up a few right there in the middle, right over the spindle, and yeah. So this is what I got. And I actually got 3 packs. They come like this. You see it's a 1/2 inch Fender washer, and 2 come in here. And each pack of 2 was a little over $1. So we're talking about a fix for like under $4. And part of the idea of this came with, or from, there are more expensive record players that actually come with a clamp, where you clamp the record down. And sure, that'd be nice, but I have a cheap, like, $40 record player, so that just wouldn't... Dogs are doing something out there. That just wouldn't cut it. So, I figured, well, if you put a weight on the middle, it's essentially the same thing. And let me tell you, stacking up 6 of these, that's a considerable weight. I didn't weigh it. I probably should have, just so I could give you that information. But that's pretty hefty. That should hold the record in place, that's for sure. 6. But what I like about these is I can adjust it. Like, if it's just slightly warped, I could just put 1. And even 1 is fairly heavy. 2, and then 4 or 6, you know, however many I need for that particular record, I can just stack them up there in the middle. Bam. The dogs are up to mischief, I think, but yeah. So I decided to do a little short video. They do have washers that have a smaller hole, and I was like, I'm not sure if that's gonna fit over the spindle. But yeah, then I found these with the big hole, and that's definitely gonna allow plenty of room to fit around that spindle. So yeah, I'm excited. I have my cheap little MacGyver fix there. I thought about like super gluing them together, but I like the idea of just using as many as I need, because I'm afraid if I use too many, it might actually slow the turntable down. I have to experiment with that. See, I haven't actually tried this yet. Maybe I should have tried it and then made this video. But anyway, it's such a good idea. So, yeah. Here I'm holding two there. Yeah. I think it's going to work great. And I suppose if the warp is on one particular side of the record, and putting these in the exact middle isn't enough counterweight, I suppose you could actually just set it on the other side of the spindle. Yeah, but yeah, a nice cheap little fix for me. I'm excited, because I've been looking at ways to fix warped records, and I don't like what I hear, because it sounds like the odds are pretty good you're going to ruin your record. So I figure I'll just take whatever steps I can to, just at least hold the record in place. If it's warped so bad that the sound is affected, I mean, you might as well just chuck the record, because, yeah, there's probably no saving it. Yeah. Alright, well, there you have it. Again, these are Fender washers. This particular brand is Crown Bolt. I picked these up at Home Depot. But there you have it. 1/2-inch Fender washers. Stainless steel. Rust-Oleum. That's not going to be a problem, though. Yeah, I mean... yeah. So, I'll keep these by my record player and just pop them on as necessary. Alright, well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this idea works for you too. If it does, or if it doesn't, let me know, and yeah. Let's all share information together. We're all, vinyl collectors, so yeah. It's good information to know. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.